What's going on, guys? Jordan for Flyers here, and I am bringing you episode number 42 of the Pokemon Diamond Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous episode, we got our final two encounters of the main playthrough of the Sinnoh region, and then we began our journey through Victory Road. And Victory Road is definitely a little longer than I thought it was, but in this episode, we are going to be completing Victory Road, and we're going to be taking on our rival, and then at the end I will also tack on a grinding montage again. The reason I say again is because I have actually got a completely failed recording session of this episode already in the books, and I've had to delete it all. Reason being is because the freezing was worse than ever in that episode that I recorded that didn't make it. So I scrapped the whole thing, and thankfully I did have save states of like the end of episode 41, so I was able to just come right back. Before I get any further, let's hop right into a team recap. So, leading the squad right now, which I will probably change because there's a couple level 52s on my team, I believe. But up first, we do have our starter Totem, the Executor, holding the Mind Plate, Gentle Nature with Chlorophyll, and Energy Ball, Psychic, Leaf Storm, and Leech Seed. We have Teller the Golduck, who, on a couple of different occasions in the last couple of episodes, has come extremely close to dying, so I'm kind of considering Teller sort of the undead at this point. But Teller is holding the Splash Plate, Rash Nature with Damp and Surf, Air Slash, Waterfall, and Amnesia. We have Crasher Wake's Worst Nightmare, and one half of the Cobble Bros, Coop the Lucario, holding the Fist Plate, Naive Nature with Inner Focus, and Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse, Iron Head, and Discharge. We have Ace Speedus, the X-Sploud, holding the Icicle Plate, Quirky Nature with Soundproof, and Strength, Crunch, Thunderfang, and Ice Fang. And I do need to correct myself right now, because I did finally go ahead and look up between episodes. X-Sploud does not get Boom Burst in this game, because Boom Burst doesn't exist in this game. I had no idea about that. So, actually, the move that X-Sploud will get will be Hyper Voice at level 63, which is still better than Strength, considering X-Sploud is a mixed attacker, so Hyper Voice will, in fact, be better, so I think I will teach that over Strength when it comes to it. But yeah, no Boom Burst for me. And then we have the other half of the Cobble Bros, Tit-Tuk the Magmortar, holding the Flame Plate, Quiet Nature with Flame Body and Flamethrower, Sacred Fire, Blast Burn, and Teeter Dance. Every time I do a recap with Magmortar, I have to say the word flame like 3 times. Oy. And then we do have Diego the Granbull on the squad in place of Avni the Beedrill. Naughty Nature with Intimidate, Strength Cut, Rock Climb, and Rock Smash. I've been needing Rock Climb and Rock Smash, so that's why Diego's here. So, here's the thing that happened with last episode that I kind of need to explain myself a little bit. So, yeah, as I mentioned, after recording the entirety of, like, the main part of the episode and then the grinding montage, and then I did a little finale as well, I quickly scanned through this part of the recording that I had with the rest of Victory Road, and the rival battle as well, I should say. The entirety of the video was nothing but freezing. And, if you think back to episode 33, the episode where I lost Geraldine and Buzz with the Groudon, and there was also the Snow Point City Gym in that episode, and there was freezing aplenty within that video. It was worse than that. So, I kind of thought to myself, like, I'm at the point where I want my videos to be as good as they possibly can, and, what makes it different from episode 33, which kind of made the decision as to whether or not I would just scrap the video entirely, is the fact that in my failed recording, I did not actually lose any of my team members. So, like, with episode 33, I did lose Geraldine and Buzz. I feel like if I had just copped out and re-recorded the episode, tried again with nice free Speedus, good job. If I had tried that video again, then that kind of would have put into question the legitimacy of the Nuzlocke at that point, because then I could go through that episode, maybe without losing Geraldine and Buzz, and it'd be, you know, I would not be okay with that personally. So, that's what made it different this time around, is that I did not lose any of my team members. So I didn't feel too bad about just re-recording the entire episode. So here we are. Now, as for a solution to the problem, I tried doing a couple of things that I hope will work this time around. First of all, I finally went into the settings on my computer and I turned off notifications for like Microsoft Office things and update things. I don't know about updates for sure. I think those maybe still will pop up now and again, but notifications aren't going to be nearly as much of a nuisance as they were. My experience code is still on, apparently. What the hell? That, I definitely thought I'd turn that off. My bad. Mulligan, I take responsibility for that. Wow, okay. If you'll give me a second, I will go ahead and turn those off. Okay, Coop and Tit Duck are in the lead now. The Cobble Bros are in the lead. But yeah, as I was saying, the notifications for my laptop have been, for the most part, turned off. I think I might still get one or two here and there, but I think that fixes some part of an issue, because usually when I start up my laptop to do these recording sessions with this series, I usually have to wait like a half hour, or sometimes I'll just like do a recording of me doing an underground hunting session. Hi, Articuno. By the way, I've completely forgotten what these trainers Pokemon are, so in that sense, whatever. So notifications should be okay. The other thing that I did to try and fix my little freezing problem is I actually went into the settings on my recording software, which I use OBS to record my stuff, and I decreased the frames per second on it a little bit. It used to be 30, and I think my, I don't know, my recording setup, my recording software, my laptop, whatever, isn't that good of technology that it can consistently pump out, like, smooth videos at 30 frames per second. I just don't think that that'll work anymore, so I put it down to 24, which is apparently some TV standard or another, I don't know what, but, the video that you're watching right now might have a little less quality for, like, that particular reason. I'm actually kind of curious to see how the final video turns out, but I did do like a test of recording with this particular frames per setting, and like I tried like opening up the emulator, opening up OBS, and immediately recording instead of waiting half an hour for like notifications and pop-ups to pass by. I just started recording immediately, and it seemed to work okay. So for all intents and purposes, this recording should not be a failed recording again. So, now I know I said that I don't exactly remember trainers Pokemon. This particular double battle coming up right here, this is the only instance where I do remember what they have, because this is the part of my failed recording where I did in fact almost lose a team member. These guys have Dugong and Alakazam. And the Alakazam, first of all, I believe it was Spadeus and Teller out. And the Alakazam clicked Psychic on Spadeus, and I should have known, because it's an Alakazam of all things, that it would really hurt, because Alakazam's special attack is sky high. But, I don't know, for whatever reason, I didn't put two and two together there. But the Alakazam did like 95% to the Exploud. My Spadeus was that close to dying. Is this gonna really hurt, by the way? Coop? Okay. That was nerve-wracking a little bit. So yeah, like literally all the Dugong had to do was use a move on Spadeus, and Spadeus would die, and it just used Safeguard. So Luckily, Exploud made it out of that battle alive. If it hadn't, then maybe you would have seen the entire freezing recording that I mentioned, because then, you know, legitimacy of Nuzlocke, all that stuff. I don't know. So, yeah, I did almost lose Exploud in the failed recording, but I didn't, so that's why I do feel good enough just doing the thing. These guys have been disposed of. Yikes. That was a little easier than the last time around of my attempt. Now, I do believe if I go this way that there's a TM or some kind of item this away. Also, I believe I have a max repel up. Maybe. This is a TM. I'm pretty sure. I'm no longer sure. This is a hidden item right here. I know that. It's a X-Attack. Okay. So yeah, it is going to be kind of upsetting if I do end up losing a team member in this episode, because I didn't in my failed recording. So if I do end up losing a team member at this point, then that's just, I don't know, that's kind of just a consequence of bad technology. So, I mean, there's nothing I can really do about that. Because this is the video that hopefully will make the final cut and, you know, make it to YouTube and all that. But, let's see what Clerk Dudley has. A Kingdra. I know I express my love for Kingdra all the time, but I don't remember. Does Kingdra get Ice Beam or something like that? I don't think it does. I think I should be okay just staying in. I'm tempted to Leech Seed, but I think I'm just gonna Psychic, try and hit this thing as hard as I can. It does just have Hydro Pump, which should be fine. Oh, I'm so looking forward to using my Kingdra in the post-game. Ugh! Because as I mentioned, I think maybe last episode, maybe the episode before that, but I am going to do, like, post-game with a whole brand new team. And I'm so excited I get to use Kingdra! And I think, for the most part, I've determined what the other team members are going to be on that squad, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, we're focusing on finishing the Nuzlocke and winning it, and that being said, like, when I beat the champion, when I beat Cynthia, the Nuzlocke will still be in effect for post-game. Like, I'll still have the same rules and all that, and I think, in the end, I may or may not do another run of the Elite Four with my brand new squad, and, like, beat the Nuzlocke again, but, like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what thought I was gonna add on top of that, but no, that's what the plan is I'm gonna still continue the Nuzlocke with a new squad, and it's gonna include a Kingdra. I'm gonna be excited about that. I think there's something down this way before I take on that person. There is. Okay, what are you? What are those? Oh yeah, I kind of remember what the TMs were, but Natural Gift is the, that's the move that varies in power or typing depending on what berry you're holding. I don't know if it's power or typing that it depends on, but that's what Natural Gift is, and I'm never gonna use it! Sure, let's continue using Totem. What the heck? Totem is my starter. Totem deserves to lead the squad. Also, another thing that I pointed out in my failed recording, which I'm gonna point out again now, is the screen transitions for the trainers in Victory Road are just weird. Like, they seem like they would be screen transitions for, like, rival battles or something like that. Like the blocky, like, cubey, squarey, enter into the battle thing. I don't know how to explain it, but, Mighty Anna doesn't get Pursuit, right? I should be fine to just switch out? I think I should be fine to just switch out. I'm gonna just switch out. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, like, normally, like, trainer battles in Pokemon Diamond only have, like, you know, like a simple screen dissolve or, like, a swipe right transition or, I don't know, something like that. Like, you don't expect that entire, like, oh, this is a trainer battle, I'm gonna throw up a bunch of squares on the screen and this is gonna happen! I don't know. Tit-Duck, can you please one-shot this thing? Thank you. It's just a Mighty Anna, I would expect nothing less from ya. Oh, sorry, hitting the table. I suppose it's also worth mentioning that I am not recording in my usual recording space. I'm actually recording in the place with the dog now, where there could be a dog interruption at any moment, and it could ruin things. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Fratsberry. I'm gonna presume that's it over here. And we are just about done Victory Road. There's a couple more trainers to go, and then I think we're done. So, rest assured, we will get through the rest of Victory Road in this episode. Hopefully with better recording quality. I am leading with Totem, which is a very good thing in this case. That being said, can Totem one-shot an Azumarill with Energy Ball, or should I use Leaf Storm? I will try Energy Ball first. I'm definitely surprised that I outspeed this thing. I thought Azumarill was somewhat speedy. I don't know. It's fat, I know, so maybe not, but... Alright, well, that's gone. 1 down, 2 to go. Totem, let's see if you can keep this ball rolling. And, oh, yeah, that's another thing I remember is, of course, the Meganiums of previous episodes have apparently been replaced with Arcanine, because Arcanine is now the favorite of trainers these days. Like, the past few episodes, I've had like 5 of them. So, that's gonna continue. I feel bad using a level 55 Teller. That should really be only a level 53 Teller, but that's my bad. What makes me feel a little less bad is that I will just have a grinding montage later, where I plan on getting the entire team up to about level 63. I think that's going to be good enough to take on the Elite Four and the Champion with enough. Well, like I had planned to have enough challenge that you would expect the Elite Four and the Champion to pose on me. So like that's what I think is going to be best for me is level 63. Arcanine's gone. And a Crobat. The two that I would normally use on a Crobat are injured right now, so I guess I'll use Tit Duck. That should be fine. And Blast Burn! You're gone. There's no doubt in my mind that you're gone. Don't even pretend that you have a defense stat, because you don't. Goodbye. Okay. I do believe there are a couple more items to scoop on to scoop up in this room, and then there'll be that last trainer up the stairs there. I think it's the last trainer anyways. But there's a Dis, black glasses. I did get that on that house in Route 221, so that's a repeated item, and that's boring. Let's go this way and pretend like there's things over here. Oh, actually, this is the way to go. Let's go up this way first, because I believe that this leads to some kind of dead end. Yeah, this just leads to this room. Is there anything on these? No. Okay. But this is a stupid strength puzzle. Okay. I forgot about this. And I literally just did this, so I forgot about it and just relearned it and forgot about it again. But this is Flail! Alright, I did remember that. I remembered the crappy TM that was in this part. Okay. Now, what is... Thank you, Repel. What is the other wrong way to go here where I can get another item? I think it's if I just go up the stairs beside the old man over there. So let's zoom on our bikey. Zoopity boop. And yeah, this just leads around to this guy just standing here. This is only accessible post-game, unfortunately. This is what leads to Route 224. But thanks for the Icy Rock, I guess. Gonna probably sell that, but thanks, game. Sure. Bike. Let's go a little bit faster than the running. And la-da. La-da-da. No, alright, the bike is not working. Alright, last trainer, and then we are out of Victory Road. I have a feeling this person also has an Arcanine, now that I'm remembering. Let's see. Mr. Man-An. That's a fantastic name. There's the Arcanine! Love it. Okay. I forget if Arcanine has been on a thumbnail before, but if not, it might go on this thumbnail. Thumbnail. Yay, talking. A sploosh! And as per usual, the puppy is dead by water. Even though, you know, dogs should totally be able to swim and all that, but whatever. This one... no, I keep going into dark thoughts when I think of dying puppies. God damn it. Okay. A licky. I will switch into Coop and heal it as well. And if I remember correctly, this Orifear... This should one-shot. Yeah, I know Licky has a hell of a lot of defense. Or, not defense, but HP. But, apparently not defense, cause goodbye. Yay. You're not like Blissey, you don't actually have a decent special defense stat. And Tauros. Right, I remember having issues with this Tauros as well, because I don't remember if Tauros has Earthquake or not. I don't believe it does. I think I'm okay leaving in Coop. I hate to use knowledge of my failed recording, but I believe that I did just end up using Coop in the end after doing a whole bunch of switching, because Tauros has some random-ass moveset. But I think I should be okay. Let's try Aurasphere. Yeah, it has Thrash. It has a couple of normal moves that I think are just fine. And this should get rid of that bull. Get that bullshit out of here. HP bar. Get moving. Keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right. You're out of here. That was me talking to the HP bar now. Okay, cool. I need someone to talk to, apparently. Alright, Man is out of here. And that should do it for Victory Road. We will, of course, be returning here for the grinding montage, but for now, we are out of here, and we have made it to the Pokémon League. Now, before I make it, there is normally the Sky Plate over here. It is right here. And it's randomized to another Fratsberry! Okay. Great. Also, can I just say, the music for the Pokemon League is actually, like, low-key some of the best in this game. It's actually, like, it's so simplistic, but at the same time, like, there's, like, a hint of triumph in it, where it's like, you've made it to the Pokemon League, and it's like, oh! I don't know, I like it. I don't know, this is a musical person coming out in me, but yeah, I like the Pokemon League music. Thank you, Repel. Okay, I need to remember to heal before I walk to that person at the main door there, because that's when Rival Battle will be triggered. And I will go ahead and pick up some items as well. Okay, I've bought a bunch of Hyper Potions and Full Restores. Avmies has returned to the team, Diego's out of here, and also I've saved my game, so Nick, let's do this! I'm nervous! But if I remember correctly, actually he doesn't have too horrible of a team? Maybe? I don't know if I remember that correctly or not. But he leads off with Phlegm, so that just makes me sad. But, do I outspeed this thing? I think I do. I think I should be okay to just Psychic. I'm gonna click it. It just has double hit, okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Weezing doesn't have a whole lot of level up poison moves, or a lot of good ones anyways. And again, in 4th generation, there's actually not a lot of, like, fantastic poison moves in there. Like, there's Poison Jab, and there's... I don't think Sludge Bomb is as powerful in these games as it is in later gens, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I remember that correctly or not, but I think that's true. But up next, we do have a Fearow. Okay, that's fodder for someone. I'm not 100% sure if this is going to one-shot, TBH. It's a Fearow, so it should. But, I don't know. This is me lacking in confidence again with Lucario's Aurasphere. What am I doing? Of course it's going to kill with a critical hit. Okay, that's different. It is also worth mentioning that Nick's Ace is going to be, I believe, level 59, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we should be able to get through it. But We have a Whiscash coming out that's gonna get blobbed to death quite easily. Because what else are you gonna do with the grass ground type? You have to blob it. This thing outspeeds me. Okay. I mean, Executor has been outspeeding a surprising number of things, so I've become a little overconfident with Totem outspeeding things, but I shouldn't be. And this thing is 2 levels above me, but it is gone! Super gone! With a super effective super gone! Totem grows to level 54. It's kind of depressing at this point to do grinding montages because my team never learns any more moves. But, oh well. Right, this Tyranitar. If I remember correctly, the Tyranitar does not have Earthquake. So I'm gonna use Coop. Again, I hate to use knowledge of last episode, or like my failed recording, but I mean, it's there, I know it, so I'm gonna use it. And I do also believe I outspeed this thing. This is the ace, by the way. It's level 58, so whatever, I was wrong, but I actually think, if I remember correctly, that I outspeed this thing. I do, so this thing is gone. But yeah, I remember having issues with Tyranitar, or like, with this Tyranitar before, because it has Stone Edge, and I believe it almost one-shot one of my team members. I think it was Teller. So Teller is even more undead. Coop is another level 54 in my squad. Love it. And up next, we have Sandstorm. Unaffected, bitch. I'm a Steel type. Another Azumarill. Okay. I guess Totem worked well enough last time. And this time I feel like throwing a storm at you! Have a whole bunch of leaves! Instead of a blob. This Azumarill is not even going to contemplate surviving this. Get out of here! I really wish I had the Meadow Plate. That'd make me a lot happier. But I guess me having the Mind Plate is making using Psychic a little more viable, and it would be a little more powerful than Energy Ball in neutral cases, so I don't know. It's a give and take in that case. Oh yeah, Future Sight. Ow. Good thing I'm a Psychic type, damn it. Altaria, we are going to Ice Fang the heck out of you. Ow. That might actually hurt a little bit. Ow. Okay, this is a quad effective, super effective, Icicle Plate boosted, not stab, unfortunately, Ice Fang. And it didn't kill, really? Spidoos is disappointed. Oh, well, Sandstorm almost finished off. Seeing that damage just then actually makes me think that the Ninja's Capoudon combo of last episode might not have killed Teller in the case of, like, Sandstorm in the last turn. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna finish this thing off with something else. Oh, okay, the Sandstorm just finished it off, thanks. I switched into Tit Duck just to give it the experience, but then the Altaria did a lot of damage on Tit Duck, so I switched again. But player, designer, Nick, person, thing with the pants and stuff is out of here. That is the final time of the main playthrough that we take on Nick. So, he will be available in post-game, though. But, I'm gonna heal, and before we end off the episode, it is time to throw in a nice little grinding montage before we go ahead and end the episode. And next episode, we will be taking on the Elite Four, so grinding montage is necessary. Let's do it! And that's gonna do it for our grinding montage. The squad is up to level 63. We are pumped, poised, and ready to take on the Elite Four and the champion. Hopefully. I feel like we're gonna die. And it's kind of been brought to my attention by Nick, like IRL Nick, aka Super Baby Mario, that grinding montages don't really add a lot of value to a video. My thing with that is I'm kind of inclined to agree, but in every Pokemon playthrough that I watch, they usually do a few grinding montages when they have to add a lot of levels to a lot of team members. And B, I feel like ever since I lost the Apom in that one grinding montage way early in the playthrough, I feel like, again, it adds to the legitimacy of the Nuzlocke to show that your team members are still alive after doing a grinding montage. So, that's a lot of the reason why I do it. But we are ready. In the next episode, we are going to be taking on the Elite Four. I am excited. Thank you guys for watching. Let's have more fun next time.